Can you explain about why we did not become the leading nation before the invasions? If everything we did was more advanced, then where did we fail? Yes, yes, excellent question. So, what is the meaning of the leading nation? We were a civilization, and we were the leading civilization, the most advanced civilization. So we had these cycles of history. Our history was cyclical in nature. There were times when we were united under one single emperor. For example, Chandragupta Maurya, for example, Kanishka, the Kushan, for example, the Gupta Empire, and so on. So we had cycles of time when we were unified under one single emperor, and there were times when we had Mahajanapadas and various kingdoms. So we were disunited politically, but we were still one single culture and civilization. And we were scientifically and technologically the most advanced. We had the highest GDP of any geographical area in the history of the world. So we were the most advanced civilization. We were the leading civilization before the invasions. Everything was more advanced. So where did we fail? We became too civilized and too peaceful, right? So I have said this before in a different forum on Ranveer's channel, that there is a ancient piece of wisdom, that when you meet a swordsman, draw your sword. Do not recite poetry to somebody who is not a poet. And it seems that we may have kind of forgotten this particular piece of wisdom. So when the Turkic and other invasions happened, we kind of treated them as if they were as civilized as us. Their intent, the intent of the invaders, was to slaughter us and wipe out our civilization. And some of our kings treated them as if they were civilized and they could be dealt with in a civilized manner. And the other thing was that we were not united politically. So these invasions happened at a time when India was not unified under a single emperor. If it had been that way, then nobody would have been able to invade us. For example, people like Alexander tried to invade India, the great conqueror Alexander. He failed miserably because India was unified under Emperor Chandragupta Maurya. So whenever India has been unified, and unified not just under one emperor, but unified as a people, at those times, nobody has been able to successfully invade us. So these invasions caught us at the wrong time. We were too civilized. There is no point having great culture, great architecture, and great art if you can't defend it. What is the point of creating great art, great architecture, great culture if you do not have the willingness or the wherewithal to defend it? So that is the lessons of history that we need to learn.